Hey guys, so over the years I've purchased many synthesizers, and while I've only kept a select few, I've sold some I really wish I could have back. I want to say this video was incredibly tough to do after doing a little digging and finding the actual Craigslist ads I posted those years back. So bear with me if I shed a tear as we talk about the top 3 synths I regret selling. Before we get started, this video is brought to you by the wonderful people over at Reverb.com. When it comes to buying and selling gear, there's no better place than Reverb.com. I personally use Reverb to purchase those elusive pieces of gear I can't easily find. Not only is Reverb.com a fantastic marketplace, it's also a place to learn. Check it out, here's my friend Andrew Huang right here. There's also so many articles that I find fascinating and techniques that can help take your musicianship or production to the next level. So if you're looking to get back those pieces of gear you regret selling, check out Reverb.com. The link is in the description. Starting off, we have an easy choice for a piece I regret selling, the Roland Juno 106. I was able to pick up a Juno 106 at a fantastic time in the world of analog synthesizers. Way back in 2012, the demand for vintage synths was still not at a fever pitch, and synths from the 80s were plentiful on my local Craigslist. This combined with the downturn in the US economy had collectors parting with synths for almost nothing. Yes, this is my very own Juno 106 pictured here. I found this about 30 minutes away for just $400. It sounded like a dream, and the voice chips all worked. The only thing is the output jacks were very temperamental, so I decided to let it go in favor of more modern pieces. I resold it on Craigslist about a year later for $450. And yes, I know, these go for over $1,000 in good condition now. Feel free to comment, "You're an idiot," in the comment section below. I can take it. The Juno 106 was a follow-up to the Juno 60 and Juno 6. Anyone will tell you that the Juno 106's chorus has a magical sound, and in my experience, I wholeheartedly agree. Second up is the lesser known synth from the sequential circuits family. The sequential circuits Multitrack wasn't the sexiest synthesizer in 1985, but in 2013, when I picked mine up, what it happened to be was a cheap way into my first VCO-based synth. The Multitrack subsequently took pages from its more popular sibling, the 6-track, offering 6 voices of polyphony and a very competent sequencer for the time. The Multitrack is very underrated, but I'll tell you what, I picked mine up for $250 locally, and I wasn't expecting what I got. The battery was drained. You have to load the presets via the cassette tape input. Mine didn't come with a power supply, and the power input isn't exactly typical, so I had one custom made. I eventually sold mine for just $400 after all that effort just to get it working. Anyways, I will say that I love the Multitrack. Why? Well, the sound of the Multitrack is one of the most haunting analog sounds ever. The way in which the oscillators interact is just lovely but eerie. I loved it so much that I even made an entire 10-minute EP just using the sounds from the Multitrack, and you're hearing it right now. Talk about regrets. Lastly, we have the Dave Smith Instruments Mono Evolver keyboard. If you've been around my channel for a while, you know how I feel about the mono and poly Evolver keyboards. I originally had the desktop Evolver, and while it didn't personally fit my love for knobby interfaces, the MEK definitely made up for that in spades. The same great sound that made and makes the Evolver a sought-after module was here, but having more control over the knobs and dedicated controls made me fall in love. So why did I sell it, you ask? I don't know. The ability to pull up the Prophet VS waves and the unique grimy digital sound makes it a modern classic, but I just wasn't using it enough, and I guess I just saw the dollar sign sitting there. If Dave Smith sees this, feel free to send me one that might be sitting around. I miss mine dearly. Well guys, that does it for my list, but tell me in the comments the 3 synths that you wish you hadn't sold. I know you have regrets just like me. As always, remember to like and subscribe with notifications. Thanks again for watching guys, and I'll see you in the next one.